think the Christmas Day game and the Portland game were two tough ones. And we wanted to kind of rectify that after that stretch. I'm not sure if that was the last game we lost. Houston, oh yeah, that was obviously a hard-fought game. But in terms of just, hasn't been similar. It's been similar to the past in terms of just that level that we're playing right now. We haven't had many blowouts. It's been some tough hard-fought games, and that's going to happen with the way the teams are playing against us, and having kind of all-world nights like New Orleans did tonight. But we got to find ways to win and create that edge, and I think we're doing that. And obviously getting DeMarcus back, we've been waiting for this all year in terms of what this is going to do for our team and the different look going forward. So we wanted to welcome him back with a good vibe, and I think we've done that. I mean, a little bit. I know how deep you are is kind of just muscle memory, but a lot of it's just finding the rhythm. Sometimes when you get hot like that, you really don't see anything but the rim, and you just try to stay on balance and get to your spot wherever that is. So again, these are shots I work on. I have confidence in them. I know my teammates do. It was a big moment. We were trying to get over the hump, and they were playing it out of their mind, across the board, bringing it to us all night. So it was obviously necessary. And in the fourth quarter, that unit that started the game, they kept the momentum going, got us a lead, and we took it from there. He's loud as advertised. That's good. But I think in terms of, I appreciate that laugh. In terms of he's just a great dude. There's probably an opportunity for him to kind of just sit in the background, take care of his rehab, and not really try to plug himself in. But he's been so present and involved, on the bench every game, talking, just taking everything in. And he was in DJ's ear, Loon's ear, JB's ear all the time, giving him his knowledge. And he's been working hard, obviously, to get his body right, slowly and surely. And I mean, the fun parts when they have those scrimmages and stuff, some of y'all might not see most of them, but he's just entertaining to watch and to be around. There's always somebody you can pick on and just have some fun with and get him going, get that fire going. So it's going to be great for us to see that on the court in live action, and us to feed off of that energy.
I would agree with that part, but I definitely think we would pull this game out any time of the year. But I think we're in a better place as a team. Coach is 100% right about that. But when it comes to the court, I feel like we pull this out no matter what time it was in the season.
Here first, and then on the left, right hand side first.
I've heard different guys complain about back-to-back. Some guys say no big deal. Some guys say that it makes a difference. In your mind, coming from Denver to here, how tough was it, or if it was tough at all?
I mean, I know some people who don't even have a place to live. Some people on life support. We're playing basketball, and I don't see how it's so hard.
You mentioned you guys are playing pretty good ball right now. Would you say this is probably the best you guys have been playing all year? And what, other than the connectivity, is it that you guys are playing well?
I feel like we've always been connected. I just think we're making shots. I think we had a little stretch where, if you shooting shots, the shots that we shoot, a lot of contested shots, we just need a little bit of space. So you might have a stretch, 4 or 5 game stretch, where you usually shoot them at, let's say, a 48% clip. You shooting them at 43, 44% clip. Now I throw you off a bit. They get the other team extra possessions, long rebounds. Now we're in a little fight. So I think we've done a good job of fighting through those rough stretches and not shooting well. So once we start knocking them down, the rest of our game is on point, from the defense, the passing, just the communication on defense, along with knocking down those shots. Because our identity is shooting tough ones with a little bit of space, but we do it efficiently. So I think we're in a solid groove shooting the basketball. But once we start missing again, I think our defense is going to continue that trend on the defense side of the ball, is just swarming and rebounding and playing hard. I've got high expectations, and I'm really optimistic about the situation. But let's be real, we are human beings, and he's been out for a long time. And for him to regain his rhythm, we're definitely going to assist him on that. But it may take a couple games for us to, figure that out. So I know Draymond's not talking about the first game back. I'm sure once we get in the groove, that's what he's talking about. But I'm excited to see the process of just like integrating Cuz into the lineup and him playing a lot of minutes and him starting to, come off with, I guess he's going to be on a minute restriction. I don't know how that works, but once he start upping his minutes, I'm excited about that, and I think he'll be in a good flow, but just relax a little bit. Yeah, I mean, when you're shooting shots over two people from deep like that, I mean, for Mark Jackson to he was ruining the game, like, I know a lot of people took that personal, but I kind of got it a little bit because he's the only person I've ever seen that can shoot those shots in rhythm like that and make them, and now everybody else think they can. And you can't, you know what I'm saying? That's why I shake my head, because it's once in a generation, once in a lifetime type of, talent and movement, and his movements out there is just so smooth. It makes it look so easy, So when you knocking down those shots, it's just a joy to see.
It's incredible. Pull up off the dribble like that from 30+ feet. It's insane. We're witnessing greatness.
Steve said, and a couple of the guys that came in here said basically that they feel the team is in a better place now than it was a few weeks ago. Steve said he thought maybe a month ago, maybe you don't win this game. And what do you think the team is right now, and why do you think it's kind of rolling?
Guys are healthy. We got a full squad nearly, except for DJ and DeMarcus, and we're having fun out there. And I don't know, just clicking right now on all cylinders. Hopefully continue this win streak in LA this weekend.
Clay, what's it like seeing Andre attack the basket so consistently this season, just given his age?
Oh man, Andre's been incredible. His athleticism, his defense, and just his basketball know-how. He is a tremendous player for us. You can plug him anywhere on the floor, and he's gonna be productive. And he made some timely shots tonight, and very thankful for his performance. We probably would have pulled it out if he didn't.
Obviously, DeMarcus plays on Friday. What's your anticipation level, and what do you think you'll see, and what are you hoping for down the road as he joins in with you guys?
I'm really excited. I'm excited for DeMarcus. He's worked so hard to get to this point. I expect him to be a little winded, just because it's so hard to simulate a game, real live NBA game. And but I think he'll get his legs under him quickly. And I'm just excited to be on the court with him. He's going to be a phenomenal asset for our team.
Clay, obviously, you spent some time with DeMarcus, Team USA basketball. What's it been like over the last 6 months, having him in the locker room every day? Obviously, he said that you were his favorite for the season. Do you reciprocate that sentiment now?
Yeah, DeMarcus is great to be around. He's the morale when we needed it, when we've been through tough stretches. And he really loves the game. I just can't wait to see him out there. It's such a different grind to have to rehab for 10 months. And he's going to be DeMarcus Cousins.
We were 9-1 for the world. We've been through it all. We've seen it all. Heard it all. I'm proud of the guys. Just the thing about winning the game is just the mindset we come in every day, and we believe in it.
Is it hard sometimes, though? I mean, on back-to-back games, I'm just thinking, you guys played a great game last night. You come out in the second half, it was like watching, Nuria or, some great painter just go out and routinely paint another masterpiece. How do you do that?
The game's not as hard. I think we just believe in each other. The guys are having fun. I can see their joy in the game.
How curious are you about DeMarcus and what this kind of experiment or next few months is going to be like?
I just think we'll do everything in our power to make sure he succeeds. That's everybody in the locker room. I think that's really our focus.
You guys have been so well.
Well, the best thing we're doing is not turning it over. We only had 10 turnovers tonight. I think 8 of them were in the first half. So, 2 turnovers the entire second half. So we're getting plenty of shots up, 49 threes. It's kind of a pickup game out there. It really is. I'm more like the director at the YMCA than I am a coach. I'm just like, you guys are shirts and you guys are skins, and go play. But that's kind of the game these days. You try to get them organized, but our guys, all our focus is just playing together, playing hard, and coming off a trip to Denver and a big win last night, and a late return, and time change, altitude, all that. You could see the effects. It took us a lot of effort to win that game, and it took every ounce of it to get over the hump. We actually talked about it as a team maybe a month ago. We talked about the fact that everybody's going three-point crazy around the league, and our focus is always get a great shot, whatever that shot is. For us, a lot of those mid-range shots we take are really good shots because we got Steph, Clay, KD, all those guys are fantastic, stepping in, taking a 15-footer off the dribble. So we just want good shots, and we talked about that a month ago. I told them, don't worry about how many threes you're taking. Everybody's going to ask you about it, but take good shots. Honestly, Steph just changes the whole equation, and it really does come down to Steph being back because the tempo goes back up, and he shot 17 of them tonight. So, that's the difference. He's going to get a ton of them up, and that just drives the team total up, obviously. I can't say that nothing he does surprises me anymore, because tonight that might have been the most unbelievable stretch in terms of the difficulty of the shots. I've seen him get hot, obviously, a million times. I'm looking forward to watching the tape because it seemed like I don't know, how many did he make in a row? You guys keep track of all this stuff. Anybody know in the third quarter? 7 or 8? 7 of 8? 7 in the third. It looked to me like they were all about 6-8 feet beyond the three-point line with a guy, hand in his face. It's just, it's insane what he does. And, we're seeing it around the league, guys stretching out shooting range to areas on the court where, you didn't really see shots come from. I'm watching the tape last night coming home from Denver, and Kevin came down in transition and pulled up, and one foot was on the E and the other foot was on the P, on the Pepsi logo, the Pepsi Center, like it was nothing. And it's like a 32-footer or something, just easy. And it's crazy because this only guy I could think of, back 20 years ago was Reggie Miller. Sometimes would step out just to show off a little bit and shoot one of those, but nobody really, shot those routinely. And now you got guys all over the league who are doing it. Doesn't always show up in the box score with Andre because he's not a big scorer, but night after night he is making a dramatic impact. And I wouldn't have said that a year ago. I thought last year he had a slow regular season. We knew he was sort of saving it for the playoffs, and he was great in the playoffs. But I think he has been awesome the entire first half of the season.